Hey guys, I first just want to apologize. This week has been rather busy, but I will be posting quite a few videos this weekend to kind of recompensate for that. But for the time being, we can start. But I mean, today I have a little bit of time. I wasn't gonna do a video today since I've got my schoolwork to do to get through, and it's my sister's birthday, so I was gonna take her out to do something nice, show that I'm appreciated of her existence and all that fun stuff. But no, really happy birthday to her. I love her. um, but no, I have some time to myself, and what more is a good break than a short little video of trying to make some music? I mean, it's a perfect break um in my opinion. Might not be for everyone, but it's my opinion, my video, and that's what we're doing. Um in case you hear any noises, I will just say that my dog has decided to make home next to me. So if you hear any noises, it's him being him. um I'm speaking, I'm just trying to get Perfume up so that I can listen to it because let's see. Yeah, we have the first part. So now we're going into the chorus. So I need to make sure I count these rests in a way that it is perfectly in time with how it is. Let's see if I can pull this up. Um, so let's see. Yeah, because I liked how everything here is. It's in time. And remember, this is just the rhythm. It's in no way, we haven't added any pitches or direct notes to any of these rhythms yet. So it is basically, it's just the rhythm. Of course, because we're going into some of these 16th notes and the dotted eighth notes, it's best to know to subdivide. It is in 4/4, so um, you could subdivide into 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, or it really just depends. I mean, you don't want to subdivide it into triplets. I don't think there's any triplets in this piece, so it would be very, very unnecessary and difficult if you were to try and subdivide it into triplets. Um, you could do 16th notes, like I said, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, or you could do your eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you have your quarter notes, just the basic 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's always nice doing the 16th notes. Sometimes some people, just having that constantly going in their head as they're tapping their foot to the direct quarter note beat, it can be a little much trying to get the 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and as you're trying to go on with the rhythm. So sometimes it's nice just the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I mean it works. It's different I think for each rhythm. So like if there's more 16th notes, I would probably it would be best to subdivide in 16th notes, counting out each individual 16th note. But the rhythm here isn't too bad. It's definitely, a pretty interesting rhythm. I'm really excited to start playing it. But no, for right now, we need to look at more of the rhythm. Once we have the full lyrics section made, then I can start picking, oh, this is at this pitch and this pitch. And, I can start putting in actual notes to make it a song, to make it lyrical. The lyrics, of course, Probably the more noticeable, but also difficult because it has more of that rhythm. Next, I really want to do bass guitar after this because that's the opening to this song, the dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun. Like it just has that rhythm throughout the piece. And even though like it doesn't have a lot of that, because trumpet and electric guitar, they do have that sort of, they take over as a secondary melody in that piece. I mean, drums, that's going to be a little more difficult. I'm not going to try and do the rhythm exactly to the drums, but I am going to have it as my bass. You know, every single piece of music needs to have that bass background, steady, sort of supporting melody. And that's what we'll do there. But no, after this I want to do bass because that's another very noticeable, and even so because in the rests, like for instance right here, if we're looking at line where measure 23 starts, this line here at the end where that rest is after that, that's where the bass comes in, the dun da 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 dun dun da 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 da, and then it starts with going into the chorus. So further ado, I'm gonna listen to this real quick, and then I'll try and figure out how many rests I get. So let me see. Um, da, 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 da. Okay, I think I've. Okay, so I think I actually get two. I might actually have exactly two whole. Hey, what's going on here? Okay, it figured it out. I think I have actually two bars of rest. So yeah, I can't really blame you. One, two, three. Actually, one more. Not one more bar, but I think I will have a quarter rest and an 18th, or not an 18th, a eighth rest. So I'll have to try this, kind of see how this sounds. This is acting really slow here. It's okay. Um, and then this rhythm, once it gets into the choruses, ba 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 ba. So ba 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 ba. If you don't, want to add any pitch to those notes. So, and I can still smell her perfume. So yes. So, I believe we're having it all on C. So I'm just gonna stick with that. Come on. Okay. Think. Actually, no. And I can still smell her perfume. So no, that should be. That's right. That was supposed to be an eighth note. It'll be ba 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 ba. And I can still smell her perfume. Come on, are you gonna change it to an eighth note? There we go. Another one. Ba, 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 ba. So at least three, right? And I can still smell her. And I can still smell her perfume. So yeah. Da 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 da. No, that's gonna be quarter note. Now we need measure after. But first, before I get too into it, let's do it from here. Does this work? Bum, 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 bum. Above you. Yep, that works. That is exactly what we want. Okay. So, and I can still smell her perfume. Okay, so it's almost like I need a and I can still smell her perfume. So that's gonna be a dotted quarter note. And I can still smell her perfume. Okay, I get it. This is gonna be an eighth note. No, dot. Dot, go away. Please. It's not going away. Okay, now it's allowing me. Okay, there we go. And eighth note. And then we have 2 beats. And we'll see what this sounds like. But I'm pretty sure this is what we're wanting. So let's start it from here. Bum, 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 bum. And I can still smell her perfume. And I can still smell her perfume. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And I can still smell her perfume. Let me try this. Because it was almost too long. Hey, there we go. And I can still smell her perfume. So 2 shorts here. And 1 more. Come on. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's zone it in a little bit here. No, I did not. No. Thank you. It's not. It lagged. So, let's see. Well, but I can still smell her perfume. So if we subdivide it, sorry, I'm getting my metronome on. One. Da 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 da. Okay. That should work. So let me. We can do it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Somehow that's not sounding right to me. Let's just play that one more time. This is still too long to me, so can I do... Seriously? No. Go away. Backspace. Thank you. You're gone too. Oh, perfect. So let's try, and I'll listen to that part of the song here to kind of see what that is. But can we see, because we... Hello. I know I can do a dotted 8th note. So let me do a dotted eighth note. See, what am I doing here? And I can still smell. Okay, so you will not have a dot on it. Smell her perfume. You will be quarter. Give me one more quarter. That's all I ask for. You can have your 16th rest and 8th rest. Oh, we did it. Okay, let's listen and see if that's better. Okay, that sounds more like it. I just want to double check that real quick. Rhythm. Yeah, that works. But I can still smell her perfume. Yep, I think that, and I can still smell her perfume. Yep, that actually works. And then it's a lot of repeating. So after that, there's a little bit of instrumental, and then did it rub off on you? So, and I'm gonna have to listen to those pitches or those pitch changes, because the way you change it is through your rhythm. So I'm gonna have to be careful there. But of course, we can always ornament it up. But how many rests in between that do I get? Okay, so I get 3 rests, or 3 bars of rest, I should say. So give me 2 more, por favor. And 1 more. Please give me 1 more. Okay, it gave me 1 more. Okay, so we start directly on beat 1. So there we go. Now I need to listen to that rhythm of how that goes, and then it just repeats. So let's see. Okay, that's actually pretty fun. Did it rub off on you? Da 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 da. If it's all on the same. Did it rub off on you? Did it rub off on you? And that's me keeping it unornamented. And just the very basic rhythm. But what I want to do, did it rub off on you? Did it rub off on you? So on and you, the 2 last beats, those are definitely quarter notes. Did it rub off on you? Off, that could be a 8, actually, and this is, because that is a grace note. Oh, I love grace notes so much. Let's see, can I get my grace notes? No. Not seeing where I want my grace. Oh, wait. Grace note? No. Grace note. Okay. So, did it rub off on you? Did it rub off on you? So it's almost like an eighth note. Did it rub off on you? That sounds two different ways of how I was doing it before. So I'm gonna, can I re-listen to that part, please? Okay, so it is broken up. Did it rub off on you? Right? One more time. Did it rub off on you? Okay, yeah, it is broken up. So, did it rub off on you? Let me, one more time. Da 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 da. Yeah, so it's broken up. So, did it rub off on you? So, did it rub off on you? And I can easily separate that with a staccato rather than an eighth rest. So, and I believe that's just gonna be you. Come on. Thank you. Can I make you a dotted because I think did it rub off on you? So yeah, and it's the same, and I'm gonna add that staccato now. There we go. Did it rub off on you? And that will have a grace note. No. Sorry, that was mean and aggressive. Thank you. Did it rub off? Right here, I need a grace note. You can't turn a rest into a grace note. Oh, so I'm gonna need the note first. Okay. And that will be a quarter note with a dot with a grace note going into. This is fine. This is fine. Oh. Yes. And you, I want you to slur. Perfect. Okay. So, in case you don't know, a grace note takes part of the rhythm of the note it's tied to. So, in this case, part of this 1.5 beats is going to have that grace note. Sometimes you can play the grace note fast. And, I believe I said like Bluebells of Scotland when I played part of an excerpt from it in my practice session. I said, I think that I have a handout, and that handout, it's a lot higher, but it has grace notes and is so pretty. And you do those grace notes, the da 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 da. So in this case, let's see. Da 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 da. So we're gonna take our time just a bit with that grace note there. I could just make it a eighth note, but in this case, I get a little more flexibility, and that's what we want. Da 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 da. Let's see. Hello. I want to add a staccato. Let's see overall how this sounds. Maybe that sounded a little too fragmented for my taste. And maybe what it does need. Oh, all right, let's do that one more time. I think that's of the right length. Did it rub off on you? Did it rub off on you? Yeah, I think it's, yeah. You can leave it how it is. Oh dearie, what just happened? Okay, that works. You actually, I wonder, half note, you, let me listen to the recording and see many beats that kind of takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Nope, it's cut short. It's the exact same. So put a dot on it and call it good. Let's listen to that segment, please. Did rub off on you. One more time without it glitching. Did rub off on you? Did it rub off on you? I don't like it. It doesn't sound right. Let me see how many beats this takes up. That could help. 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, it takes up 1 bar. So scratch that. Well, 1 bar and 1 beat. Da, 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 da. Yep. Might just be this rhythm I'm putting together. I hate it when it does this. There we go. And you, my good friend, are going to be a grace note. Stop rearranging my page. Slur. Did it rub off on you? So. Come on. Thank you. We're gonna have to do a tie. Perfect. Let's listen to this rhythm. Did it rub off on you? Can we see what it sounds like with staccato? Did it rub off on you? And yeah, I'm gonna leave the staccato, unfortunately, because the bassoon sound on a computer sounds so weird. The AI engine built into making an artificial bassoon sound does not sound like a bassoon, at least in my opinion. It sounds way too robotic. And so, in this sense, it's playing it perfectly how a staccato should be. But different ways you can play staccato just means separated. So, how it's playing the da 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 da, we're gonna make that da 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 da. We're gonna make it a little bit longer. Did it rub off on you? Like we're gonna leave, just that hairline of space there, which is all we need. Um, it doesn't staccato doesn't necessarily mean short, just means separated. You know, um, it can be short. It's definitely shorter than the note's full duration, but it's definitely not supposed to be made to the T. The da 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 da. We're just gonna do the da 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 da, because that's all we need. Now let me see how many rests I get between that. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Can I go back just a little bit? When do you start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Okay. It starts on the third. So this is going to be counted basically as 1. So we have 2. We have 3. Come on. But we also don't have a full 3. It starts on the and of 3, of the third beat. So actually, if you look up here, we literally get, let's see, this is 4, 8, 9, 9.5 beats of rest. That is exactly what we have here. So let's see, let's count it out. This is 3.5, 3.5, 7.5. So we have 2 beats free here. Yes. And we start here. See, sometimes it helps to do math. It it helps you better understand music. Counting. So let's see. That's gonna follow this rhythm, because it's literally the same exact rhythm. And I can still smell her perfume. So yeah, so same exact thing. Come on. Thank you. I need 3 of you guys. 1 more. Thank you. Then it looks like we're gonna have to do an eighth note tied to a quarter note. In case you're wondering, a dotted, oh, that's a dotted eighth note. We are gonna want you, because a dotted eighth note is just, oh, wait, hold up. Nope. Okay, I'm one step ahead. So these are our three. That makes up our quarter note. Now we can have our dotted eighth note. Need one more that is not dotted. Don't dot. Thank you. And then of course, 2 quarters. And you know, what I'm just gonna do is leave that. Okay, and then if it follows that same pattern, it should, I need back low. Three, two, three. Yep, we get 3 whole measures. One. Come on. Come on, 2. We can do this. We have 2. We have 2. We have 2. Yay. And one more. Come on, 3. Thank you. Now I have to be careful. So this, actually, what am I doing here? Let's see. That is supposed to be that, the, you, tie. And that kind of has a decrescendo. Can I do that? No. We'll do that later. Wait, dynamics? Or I guess a diminuendo. I won't say how much. I'll just put dim underneath. Yep. Perfect. Because if you don't notice, and I can still smell her perfume, it kind of elongates, but it gets under from when it starts up. So it's gonna be same thing over here, except I'm just gonna fill in a few gaps here. Come on, you can do this. I believe in you. Oh, maybe I, maybe I should do that. Give me a tie. My gosh. Okay, and then should be starting. So that means I should be able to just copy and paste. Except do I want to copy and paste? Yeah, we are. See. Look at that. Okay, then we need now, and then unfortunately, all I had time to do right now was this part of the chorus. It does go into a bridge. We will do the bridge another time. But real quick, let's listen to the full gamut. I'll start here because I'm not gonna make you guys listen to 10 rests. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good place. Like I said, unfortunately, all I had time to do right now was just the chorus, but we'll do more. We'll get into the bridge, and I'd like to perhaps continue on because it's a lot of repeating stuff, but no. Uh thank you for listening in, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, I know it's nothing special. It's listening to me ramble on about rhythm and some singing and humming, and I get it, but um and math. Sorry if you don't like math, but you're definitely gonna get some math in there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Um my schedule's pretty tentative right now, but I do want to get more episodes out this week. But like I said, it's tentative. But keep a lookout, and thank you for listening in. Have a great day.